too. All right, y'all. We're out here in Kensington, North Philadelphia. We caught up with Zach in the process of doing my outreach, and we're going to talk with him a little bit today. What's going on with you, man? How old are you?
I'm 32.
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Bristol.
Bristol?
Yep.
Close to where I'm at.
Where
I told you I'm from Bucks County.
Yep. Yeah, I was born in Bristol. I lived there till I was like 12, 13, and I moved with my father up here in the Northeast.
Okay. Did you go to Washington?
I didn't go to high school at all, man. I was in my second year, 7th grade, when I got arrested and went to Abraxas, and I went to Arlene Listener High School in Abraxas. And then when I came home, when I was 15, I got certified as an adult. I got my adult cases.
Oh, okay.
I went upstate, so.
You got in some trouble?
Yeah, so I never been to high school. I never experienced it. It sucks. I know that shit was fun.
Were you able, when you got in trouble and you went into the juvenile system, were you able to get your GED or do anything like that?
Dude, I should have, and I would have been able to, but I didn't. I didn't for whatever reason. I didn't.
Okay.
And then being in when I was in jail, I never did either because I'm always chasing. Still, I'm in jail chasing. You know
I get it. I've been through it all the time. I told you I had a habit, and I've been through the same stuff that you're talking about. You had any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have a few sisters, but only one that I know, and that's my sister Sam, and she's awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's the best, bro. Like,
older?
No, she's younger. I call her my sister mom, though, because, like, that girl, man, she's done everything for me.
She looks out for you, sounds like.
Yeah, I'd been fucked up. I wouldn't have had nothing when I was up there, you know what I mean? She was saying, cash ass and trying to commissary, such or shit like that. She's the best, man. And you know what? The crazy thing is, that girl's never done a drug in her life besides smoke pot. Like, she has smoked pot. But she doesn't no more, and she's just a great mom and a great person.
Oh, that's awesome. So when you went in, when was the first time you used drugs? What age?
I was young. So drugs, you said alcohol is a drug, right? So I was young. I remember my dad used to let me have sips of beer and shit when I was young.
Okay.
Shit like that. So.
Like 8, 9, 10 years old?
Yeah, dude, young. Wow. Like super young, bro.
Okay. So then you got caught up and you went into it a little bit, right? You got with some cases, whatever. When you got out, where did you go when you got out, and how old were you when you got out?
So I was 19 when I came home, and I went to this place called DRC, which is ran by Gordenzia. It was at 30th and Allegheny in North Philly, and that's when I started doing dope for real. And I remember my cellie telling me, like, all your homies were doing dope. Why? So I was like, I'm not gonna do that shit, because we weren't doing that before, prior to me when I was out there running around the time before that, and they were, and I did.
So that's
but I went to DRC. Anyways, yeah, but I actually made something called pre-release, which they don't have no more for violent offenders. But when I was there, I was like the last group of people to get it because that dude had shot the cop in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot up in West Lane and shit, and they took all violent offenders back. So before they could take me back to Graterford, people like skedaddled on and Brad. But it made me, I caught an escape charge because of it. Because I really wasn't on parole. I had 3 and 7. I did 3 years, 5 months. So I was like 25 days short of my minimum. Excuse me, I was gonna make parole, but when I'm running, and I went up doing more time because of that, But.
And how old were you when you got out? And how old are you now?
I was 19 when I got out the first time from 3 years, 5 months, but I went back twice after that.
Okay.
I'm 32 years old now.
Yeah.
And I actually, and I had another state number since then. That was my first one, the GQ number, and then I just had an MR number. I had a 2 to 4, and I just maxed that out last July. So I've been home for about like a year now.
Let me ask you this. Do you think a majority of the things that you got mixed up in are related to your drug addiction, everything you got locked up with, stuff like that?
I think it is, and I think they got it right in that thing where when they say that it's a thinking problem too, Did you ever hear that before?
Yeah.
We got a thinking problem, man, because I can go back and look at when I was a kid, man, and seeing like where the disease of addiction started at a young,
very young age. Yeah, I always tell people that.
And it's crazy.
I tell people that all the time, that I felt like I was a drug addict before I even picked up a drug, and when I did, it felt like a switch was flipped.
Ain't no doubt, And this is another thing too. This is a problem that they do they did up at Praxis, man. They beat into your head that you're a drug addict. And at that time, I was just smoking weed, and you know what I mean, experiment with drugs, but just smoking weed for real. And I don't think that made me a drug addict, but I think them beating it into my head that I was a drug addict didn't help the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. So, when you got out, did they try to set you up with any type of housing? Did you have any support from your father, your sister? I mean, I know you said your sister always had your back.
She was a kid then, though, when I got out the first time.
Okay.
That was in 08. She was just a little girl, so she was like 15, 16 years old now.
All right. What about your father? Was he?
Yeah, my pop was there, but me and my father don't get along. You know
Okay.
What I mean? During that time, like we got in a little crazy fight. He lifted weights. He tried to. He was hitting me. I was in the room, but he was in the room too. He was hitting me with the fucking you know the plates you put on the bench, the bench press and shit.
Yeah.
It was a 5-pound nickel plates. He was hitting me with them. Man, I thought I was gonna die, man. But yeah, but you know, but me and my father never really got along that well. But I love him. He's a good man. He just got his characteristics about him. Excuse me. That I cannot stand. Pardon me.
Have you had any significant others that you met in the process? Any kids, anything like that?
No, I ain't got no kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a couple girlfriends, but my longest relationship was like a year, man.
A year? You know, I had a 5-year relationship, and I lost that relationship because of my drug addiction. And
That sucks.
man, I can relate to losing really good people.
Yeah.
You know, because of wanting to rip and run out here.
Right.
And I can relate to not wanting to leave out here either.
I get attached to people too easily, man. Like there's such thing as females with daddy issues. Like they go, she got daddy issues, and they're. But I think I got mommy issues because my mother. I don't know why, but I get attached to females too easily, so I try not to do that.
No, I get it.
Yeah, it might be from being in jail too, being locked up. I don't know what it is.
Do you I remember they just recently had a sweep out here, right? I had ran into you over at the encampment the first time, right? You were staying over there.
Yep.
Where are you staying at now, and what's a day like out for you out here?
See, I was in the shelter when I met you, but the shelter was across the street from
yeah, they moved it though, right to Huntington. Didn't they move it to Huntington?
What the shelter?
Yeah, the Kensington and Huntington. Right?
Well, yeah, it's on it's on like Potter Street or B Street or one of them streets right there, right at Huntington Station.
Okay.
But they just combined the two. Now I got kicked out of there about like 2 months, 2.5, 3 months ago. So I went on the streets this whole time for the last 2.5, 3 months.
Staying in the street.
Yeah, just falling asleep wherever, man.
I get it.
And it's dangerous to fall asleep, man. It seems like motherfuckers like when I fall asleep, man, something always happens to me. Motherfuckers kick me in my face. I get up, and, start ripping on me. Or some little bitch will fucking smack me in the head with a pipe for no reason. What the fuck? I wake up and for no reason. I don't know these people. They don't know me.
Are you able to get back in the shelter, you think?
Well, I'm getting housing. God willing, I should be getting housing, man.
Okay.
I already picked the place out and all that. It's down here. And I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on this last check to clear from Rapid. That's resources for human development, and they're the ones that paid for it. So, and that'd be cool because I never had my own place. I've never had anything. Like the longest I've held on to a cell phone was like 4 days, bro. In my whole life, my whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just saw them. Yeah.
It took me a while to have to learn how to live again. I couldn't even hold money. I couldn't pay bills. I didn't learn how to deal with life. Anytime something negative happened to me, I wanted to run back down here. So,
because that's all we know. That's all we know.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to handle a situation any differently.
Yeah.
When I'm happy, I use. When I'm sad, I use.
And you don't have a whole lot of support, like you said, because your dad. I mean, you love your dad and all, but I had my family and stuff.
Yeah, I got my sister. That's it, bro. That's all I got. That's it.
God bless her too.
Yeah, God bless her. She's the best, but she's burned out with this shit too, and I will be too, man.
I get it.
I will be. I'm tired. I get on my own nerves, so I can imagine.
So you're basically out here waiting for your housing to kick in.
That's it, man.
Are you able to stay in a shelter, or do you just stay out here?
I'm out here. I ain't going on. There's no other shelter. I really liked the place I was at, and but these other shelters I have tried previously, not this time, but in the past, and I'm cool, man. I'm good.
Yeah. I noticed on your hand, you know, you got some scars and stuff. With the drugs out here, they're so different than what was out here before. It looks like, because every time I look at people, they have bandages.
Bro, this shit.
What is it?
I
Is
don't
it
know
eating?
what the fuck this is, bro. I don't know, bro.
I'm just saying.
Fucking, it's disgusting and it's fucking.
I see it on a lot of people. Talk about that, like with the drugs, the change in drugs, the fentanyl laced. You know, it's
From dope, yeah, from going to dope to that.
Yeah.
See, but that's what it was when I came home this last time. It was just fentanyl and trank, and yeah, this shit is crazy, man. And I don't know. Somebody told me that they're putting meat tenderizer in this shit. Man,
No, I think what it is lazine. It's a chemical that is a veterinary tranquilizer that eats your body. It causes wounds. This is in a lot of the hospitals around here, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also I think because when I was in the shelter, I never got this shit. It's just like basically me being dirty, bro. Like, 'cause I can't wash up the way I want to.
Yeah.
I know no way
Showers
to.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
right. Ain't no doubt. Because when I was in that shelter, I showered twice a day if I felt like it. And sometimes I did feel like it. I like washing them. You know, I like being clean. I don't like being dirty.
You can't get back in there?
No, I don't think they would ever let me back in there, man. But like I said, this housing is supposed to kick in. Today is Friday. I was supposed to move in there. Yeah, and the people. See, this is a whole nother thing. That's another thing. There's people that are trying to hurt me, man. And I really believe it's like a whole community is mad at me, and me specifically for why I don't know. As far as I can tell, it's because I steal from their stores that they work at, but they're not mom and pop stores though. They're like Walgreens. But anyways,
I get it.
like nah, man. But people think and they'll say, "Oh, Zach, you do too much meth," but it's not the fucking meth, man. It's something like a septic cop shot at me like 2 weeks ago, right? I see they got, dude, that shit is corny. I'm very vocal about the fact that I hate these fucking pigs, that I'm a socialist, I don't believe in their system, they're political, and I think that's why, I don't know what's going on, man, but I know that, I don't know.
It's time to get up out of here is what it is.
Yeah,
man.
as far as
It
running
is,
these streets, I listen, this is what I want to do. Once I get this housing, once I physically step foot in there, boom, that's my crib. They can't take it from me for a year. Boom, I can go to detox. I'm not going to do the rehab. I'm going to go to detox. I was about to go today. I want to talk to my case manager and figure out when exactly I'm going to be moving in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can go to detox for 5-6 days. Just get the dope out of my system, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I'll ever stop using completely. But dope, yeah, man, I don't want to touch this shit no more.
Have you ever considered replacement? I'm on methadone personally.
Yeah.
I've been on methadone a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna advocate totally for it because I'm addicted to it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I'm not down here anymore.
Right, ain't no doubt. Yeah,
So,
you're healthy. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's something to make
You ain't
me
gonna
think
get a bad dose of methadone. I went to the net. I went there in 2016.
Oh, the net? Okay.
Yeah, I went there on Bridge Street. I went there in 2016.
It's not a bad clinic.
Nah, it was all. I liked it.
Yeah.
I went there in 2016 when I went upstate, and then so I went to jail. So obviously I detoxed, and I got back on it when I came home this time, and then I walked off in December, not because I wanted to, but because I got into a fight and pretty much couldn't walk, and that's why. But yeah.
Wow. So would you consider possibly getting underneath that or Suboxone again if you had the opportunity, or would you consider maybe Vivitrol? That's another thing.
I like meth. You know what, man? I like methadone. I like being on it. I honestly do. I like being on it. But I think it's more than that, though. I think that
saved my life, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna say that.
I think that even if it's not NA or AA, but just talking to people and even doing shit like this, man, I think it helps. I think it's therapeutic.
Therapeutic, yeah. That's what I do on my channel. We talk to each other all the time, and it's a huge help.
Right, because I know there's other people out there that feel like I do and went through things like that. Like, what is this? What is this? These people follow. Like, I can't even boost like that no more because everywhere I go, literally, I'm followed. When they communicate with each other by beeping. Like, what is it? Somebody called my papa, my dad's dad, acting like me, bro. And
what?
Yeah, and said I was in a car accident, and he was like, my papa ain't stupid. He was like, if you're my grandson, what's my wife's name? And they were like, why, Wendy, of course. That's creepy as fuck, dude. Dude, there's some weird shit going on in this neighborhood. All the people are missing, man. Like, there's weird shit going the fuck on.
Time to get up out of here.
Listen, yeah, and if I'm wrong, then I'm just a drug addict who's doing too much meth, and I can live with that. But if I'm right and I disappear or something happens, man, the fucking police and it's the community, man. There's some, but it's like evil and twisted, like some horror movie shit or something, bro. Like,
anything else you want to say?
Nah, that's it.
Man, I appreciate you talking to us, Dad.
Thank you for allowing me.
And like I said, I come out here every week. I feed the homeless, and I try to give you guys.
I mean, that was awesome. This was awesome.
Yeah.
The soda and the pizza man, that was all that.
And like I said, I try to give you an avenue on ways to get help. Like I said, I talk to you about either getting into rehab, methadone, whatever, and we can always go from there. So I appreciate you talking to us. Salute, everybody.